the Group. Grab your crew of just 15 or more for an event you won't forget. Brewers account reps make your day at the ballpark a breeze. Plus, get set up with customizable tailgate spaces, seating blocks in your favorite location at American Family Field, and much more. Start planning your group outing now at brewers.com/groups.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Hi, I'm Tony Drake from Drake & Associates. If you're in or near retirement, you're facing one of the biggest financial decisions of your life. When to take Social Security? Should you claim it now or wait for a bigger benefit? The wrong decision could cost you tens of thousands of dollars in lost income. And once you lock in your choice, there's no do-over. The truth is, Social Security is more complicated than most people think. The age you file, your marital status, other income sources, all of it impacts how much you'll receive. And in today's economy, with rising costs and uncertainty about future benefits, you need to make every dollar count. At Drake & Associates, we help hardworking Americans make smart decisions about retirement. Income is just one stop on your retirement-ready roadmap, and we'll help you navigate every turn so you can maximize your benefits and keep more of what you earned. Don't make this decision blindly. Get the facts and a plan today. Text SS to 414-897-9522 to claim your free retirement toolkit and a copy of my book, Get Retirement Ready. Inside, you'll learn strategies to help optimize your Social Security, reduce taxes, and create a retirement income plan that works for you. But don't wait. These resources are only available while supplies last. Secure your future today. Text SS to 414-897-9522. Drake & Associates, helping you retire with confidence.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
Built Right Furniture, Leather, and Mattress.
You gotta get to Built Right today.
The crew are out in Colorado to hit that Rocky Mountain high.
Fly ball to left is deep. Moniak is back onto the track. Moniak watches it sail. That's gone. Contreras is first of the season.
Our Brewers Rockies coverage starts today at 1:35 on your home for the Milwaukee Brewers. News Radio 620 WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 1 o'clock, it's 39 degrees and cloudy in Milwaukee. Isolated rain to the west, clearing skies tonight, and a low of 33. From the WTMJ Breaking Newsroom, a brief security hold in the Pewaukee School District after concerning comments were overheard by students.
We're starting to field several phone calls from parents regarding some sort of threat.
Audio courtesy of Broadcastify, as parents were told by their students of the hold placed on Asa Clark Middle School Thursday.
We're just fielding more and more parent calls, and we've got no direction.
The district superintendent tells WTMJ classes continued during the hold, and eventually the school day resumed as normal. It's unclear what the comments were that led to the hold or if any disciplinary action was taken. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Wisconsin Assistant District Attorney Belo now finds himself a defendant facing multiple charges, including making threats against judges. CBS's Adam Duxter.
According to court documents, the investigation started last week and focused on a phone call between Ballo and a coworker. In the call, that coworker says Ballo got angry, specifically towards 3 county judges, saying they made life difficult for him. Then he said multiple times, quote, "They need to bleed." Investigators say they then talked to Ballo's wife, who said their relationship had been tense, including a moment where Ballo drove over 90 miles an hour with her and their 2 young kids in the car. Ballo faces 3 counts of threats to a judge, 2 drug charges, and a charge for domestic abuse.
Ballo's attorney says his client vigorously denies the allegations against him. The Blueprint blueprint for President Trump's legislative agenda takes another step forward after the House narrowly passes the budget resolution. News Nation's Tom Dempsey following.
This was all a vote to approve sort of a blueprint of this one big, beautiful bill that President Donald Trump calls it. And to extend the Trump-era tax cuts tied to that bill, Congress needs to find some big spending cuts to pay for all that. And there's been some big disagreements among Republicans over how to go about finding those spending cuts and just how deep those spending cuts should go.
The CDC is stepping up its measles vaccine recommendations for some domestic travelers, including adults. CBS Alexander Tin.
Some travelers to parts of the country now seeing local measles outbreaks are now subject to stepped-up measles vaccination recommendations, according to the CDC. That includes adults traveling to parts of West Texas as well as some counties in Kansas. They should now get a second dose of the vaccine, according to the agency. And for many children going to those places, that means they should now get a first or second dose of the vaccine ahead of schedule.
A highly contagious disease, measles, has led to the deaths of 2 children in West Texas and over 600 cases nationwide in 21 states. Time for news about your money. The WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Everything in the red here, not wiping away all of the gains from yesterday. Still, the Dow is down about 1,000 points at 39,650. S&P 500 off about 175 at 5289. The Nasdaq also down today about 650 points at 16,477. Annex Wealth Management. Visit annexwealth.com and know the difference. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 1:04.
Hey, it's Lent. That's right. The Lenten season is here. Experience the fabulous Friday Fish Fry at the historic Fox and Hounds Supper Club. WTMJ's John Merck here. I love the Fox and Hounds Fish Fry. It's all you can eat. It's one of the best, and it's always fantastic service. All other dinners are buy one, get one free tonight and this weekend. The pan-fried walleye, salmon, scallops, pasta, a big fresh salad, even steak and lobster, your second dinner's free. Desserts and huge ice cream drinks, I love the Brandy Alexanders, are buy one, get one free. Unwind with an old-fashioned, there's over 20 bourbons and 100 fine wines, unique dining rooms with fireplaces. The Fox and Hound sits in the Kettle Moraine Forest. The scenery is spectacular. It's a Wisconsin must-see, and your second dinner's free. Saturday, your second prime rib dinner is free. So check out the Friday Lenten Fish Fry. All other dinners are buy one, get one free. Just off Highway 167 near Holy Hill. Call and reserve at one of my favorite spots, the Fox and Hounds.
Jake suffered with carpal tunnel syndrome.
Tingling numbness in my hands and fingers, not sleeping well at night, tossing and turning, trying to manage with pain pills and stretching, and it just wasn't helping.
He didn't want the traditional invasive carpal tunnel surgery.
I had seen people with the bandages and scars and clubs for hands. I just don't have time to be incapable of doing things for 6 to 8 to 10 weeks.
Then he learned about the Ovation Hand Institute and the Ovation Technique, an ultra minimally invasive procedure done in the office.
I wanted to get it looked at sooner than later. So I had the virtual consult. It was very thorough as far as like I was sitting in a doctor's office. I was booked for the procedure 2 weeks later, had my right hand done. Very quick procedure. It was really great. That very night when I went home, it was the first time in probably 3 months my hand did not wake me up.
Book an appointment with the Ovation Hand Institute and find out if you're a candidate for the Ovation Technique.
Probably the most surprising thing was how quickly I was able to do things again. I'm cooking dinner, I'm doing yard work and all that kind of stuff the next day.
Visit ovationhand.com. ovationhand.com.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Brewers go for a series sweep of the Rockies this afternoon after scoring 17 runs in a Wednesday night win. Coverage gets underway at 1:35 on WTMJ. The NFL Draft begins 2 weeks from tonight in Green Bay, and team president Mark Murphy clears the air on pre-draft instructions for general manager Brian Gutekunst.
The rumor that I have told Brian that he cannot trade out of the first round is not true. I went up to Brian after that, and I said, Brian, if you think the best thing for the Packers is to trade out of the first round, do it.
Murphy appearing as a guest on Jim, Matt, and Molly on ESPN Madison. And it's the Bucks and Pelicans tonight from Fiserv Forum. Coverage gets underway on WTMJ after the 6 o'clock news. Scotty Scheffler, your leader at the Masters. He is on the back nine at 3 under par. Taking a look at your roads, a WTMJ Time Saver traffic update. 41 northbound at 894, the ramp from Beloit Road. Right shoulder is blocked due to a crash over there. That happened about 15 minutes ago. So be mindful. Work your way around the system. Not too much volume, so you are able to move around pretty easily. Not too much of a tap on the brakes. Other than that, pretty standard travel times as you're moving about the system on, at times, a bit of a rainy afternoon. Traffic is sponsored by the all-new Burghardt Sporting Goods.
The all-new Burghardt Sporting Goods, the Midwest's best baseball and softball training facility and retail center in New Berlin and Fox Point.
41 degrees your high today. Rain is coming down in Waukesha County, southern part of Milwaukee County. Nothing terribly heavy, but it is a thing. Mild system, it'll move out before too long. Clearing skies tonight and a low of 33. Tomorrow's high 51 under sunny skies. Saturday, mostly sunny and a high of 60 degrees inland. Right now in Madison, it's 42, Green Bay 45, 40 and rainy in Waukesha, 39 and cloudy, some sprinkles at the Avenue. I'm Greg Matzik, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 1:09.
65,498 square miles. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get to it. This is Spanning the State. Here's your host, Kristen Bry.
Good afternoon. We have a short show today. Yes, indeed, the Milwaukee Brewers are going for their first series sweep of the season as they close out their set against the Colorado Rockies. 17-2 yesterday. I thought this after the New York Yankees game last week. These scores are looking like football scores. And
quick turnaround,
right? Like
yep.
It's like this is you follow probably know more than I do, Brandon. But like 17-2. What was the score when we were playing against the Yankees? It was just like ugh. God.
Yeah, that was a bad series. That one doesn't count, Kristen. I know that was the first the beginning of the year. We don't count that series at all. However, I went to bed. I shut the game off. It was 10-2. I woke up and I saw, and it was going into the ninth inning. It was 17-2, the final score. They scored 7 runs in the top of the ninth inning in Colorado. There's always a lot of runs scored in Colorado, but 17 is a bit high even for Colorado.
Yeah. So we will see how they do today with pregame starting at 1:35 and first pitch at 2:10. I found this fun fact: we have not swept the Rockies, or the Brewers have not swept the Rockies in Denver since June of 2014. So there's a fun fact for you. But because we have a short show, we're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it fun today. And I saw this morning. So USA Today's 10 Best list came out, and there is a Wisconsin city that is placed number 5 on best small towns in the Midwest, and the population has to be fewer than 25,000 people. Brennan, if you had to guess, for less than 25,000 people, which town in Wisconsin would you put on the top 10 list for the Midwest?
I would lean towards somewhere in Door County.
Oh, no.
But I don't know enough towns.
That's a good guess.
I mean, that's the thing about Wisconsin, too, and you know this better than anybody. Like, there are a lot of great little towns.
There are a lot
in
of great
this
little
state,
towns.
like a ton of them. I would lean towards Door County, but that would be my guess. So obviously, I'm incorrect.
You are incorrect. I agree with you that a lot of them could have been on this list, but it was Lake Geneva.
Oh yeah, that makes tons of
Lake
sense.
Geneva placed 5th on the list of 10 best towns in the Midwest with populations of fewer than 25,000 people. But you guys talked about safest cities in Wisconsin yesterday on Wisconsin's Afternoon News, and you were very proud because your town was on the list, right?
Yeah, John has dubbed me as the mayor of Caledonia. I'm not the mayor of Caledonia. I strive to be like my guy Steve Scafidi and be a mayor one day, but not the current mayor of Caledonia. But Caledonia came in at number 14.
Do you feel safe when you're in your town?
I do. Okay. And we just moved there. So for everybody, I'm not from Caledonia. I wasn't born and raised there. We bought a house in 2022. So a couple of years ago, going on almost 3 years ago. And yeah, it's really safe. My wife kind of gets on me because I never lock the doors or I never lock my truck.
That is a nice feeling.
It's a nice feeling.
I grew up like that. And now, certainly now we lock the doors.
It's a different time for sure. And she even reminds me like we're a safe town, but we should probably still lock up the house. I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, yeah, the garage door was open all night. Well, everything's still here, so we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. But yeah, we are proud that Caledonia came in at number 14.
Well, number 1 was Mount Horeb, the troll capital of the world. I wonder if the trolls are what is keeping the demons and the bad juju out of Mount Horeb.
So is that near Madison?
It is. It's part of. It's like it's not technically a suburb of Madison, but it is very close to Madison in Dane County. I remember going there as a kid. And just loving all of the trolls and their troll way down their main street. And it's not the trolls that you think of, like the movie with the colorful hair. It is the actual stout-bodied, ugly face, long nose, sculpted Norwegian trolls. And so, yeah, so there you go. So Mount Horeb. I wonder for our next guest if that is on their historic they're doing a historic roadside, but they do different travels that you can do throughout Wisconsin. We had them on a year ago to talk about their book, Secret Wisconsin. So we're going to find out when we come back how different historic Wisconsin is. So stay with us on Spanning the State.
Brewers baseball is the sound of summer in Milwaukee. And now you can catch the Brewers on local TV for select Tuesday night games.
Curio sends it deep to left, and there she
It's
goes.
Brew Crew Tuesdays. On April 15th, the Crew take on the Detroit Tigers at 6:40 p.m.
Swing. He went. Another strikeout for Freddie Peralta.
This Brew Crew Tuesday is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. See the action on Fox 6 in Milwaukee and check your local listings for where you can watch over the air statewide on April 15th.
Hey, boaters! This is Dave Dorrell from Kendor Marine. And hey, boaters love shopping here. How do I know? Well, most times it's because they tell me, Dave, I love shopping here. But other times it's because they tell you. If you need a reason to come here, just check out our online reviews. They tell the whole story. Boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We've got everything you need but the water. Hey, boaters!
At Kendor Marine, we have everything you could want, think of, or wish for your boat. We're committed to making sure you always have a place to fulfill every boating need that you have. And if you ask around, you'll find out our prices always beat the other guys. This is Dave Dorrell from Kendor Marine. Boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We've got everything you need but the water.
Football fans, Verizon is giving you the chance to win the ultimate draft experience with the Road to the Draft sweepstakes. 10 lucky winners will win tickets to the first day of the 2025 draft in Green Bay, including round-trip car service from Milwaukee, hotel accommodations, plus access to the Verizon viewing zone. Don't miss your chance to win the ultimate draft experience powered by Verizon. Hurry to select Wisconsin Verizon locations to enter by April 13th. No purchase necessary to enter. Must be legal U.S. resident of Wisconsin or Illinois, age 21 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit www.espnwisconsincontest.com.
All right, summer coming up. Are you ready to hit the road on a fascinating journey through Wisconsin and historic Wisconsin roadsides? So, about a year ago, we talked to Tom and Christy Manis about their book, Secret Wisconsin, A Guide to the Weird, Wonderful, and Obscure. Now, they have a new Wisconsin travel book, Historic Wisconsin Roadsides, Towns Off the Beaten Path in the Badger State by Tom and Christy Manis. And they join us now on the phone. Welcome back to the show, you two.
Hey, good to be back.
Absolutely.
Hi, how are you doing?
We're doing great. So, what the difference between Secret Wisconsin versus Historic Wisconsin? Is there any overlap in these two, either concepts or the books themselves?
Well, if you know us, you know that we like unique and quirky things too. So there is some overlap. The difference, though, is Secret Wisconsin, we tell stories about unique things. But with our new book, Historic Wisconsin Roadsides, we created 11 routes in the state and throughout the whole state with 80 towns and over 1,200 places that we recommend, that we handpicked, and we recommend that you eat, stay, things to go see, and things to do. And the goal is to, again, just like Secret Wisconsin, though, is to get people out to see things and experience.
And not the things that everybody knows about. They're more obscure things.
Yeah, so that was... So in researching for this book, what were some of the new things you guys found?
Well, one is in Sturgeon Bay. The right by the bridge is the Holiday Motel, but it's now called the Holiday Music Motel. It's a 50s motel. In 2006, there was a group of artists and players and musicians. Artists and musicians that got together and songwriters, and they created a festival to help fundraise to save the bridge. And then that turned into the next year, they got together again, and they were talking, and they decided, wow, wish we had an old motel to buy. And the one they were staying at just happened to be for sale. So they invested in the group, and one of the investors, and also one of the Hall of Fame rock and roll people that you might know, you might have heard of, that plays every year and also owns part of the hotel, is Jackson Browne.
Oh!
So they restored the motel, and it's got its cool neon signs, and everything is a throwback to the 50s. It's got the original furniture in it. Everything's been restored. But the neat thing is since the musicians bought it, it has a recording studio in it, and when they have songwriting workshops, they can record their songs in there. And each room has been wired that they can directly listen to the radio station on site that plays exclusive music that was only created within the walls of the motel from the artist. It's kind of like a Secret Wisconsin type of thing too.
Yeah.
But that's one of the cool things. And we love pop culture. So there's a lot of pop culture
we love
in there.
music or anything pop culture, and that just really appealed to us.
That's so.
And to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so throwback.
So there's 11 different road trips that you guys have mapped out. So what are some of them, and how did you guys go about deciding which ones to pair with which cities?
Well, we looked at over, and we do it old fashioned with the state map. We looked at it, and we put a map on the poster board, and we put pens and things just to kind of get a good feel for it. But we kind of did it by what makes sense, but also by what we love. Like, for instance, we have one route. It's called the White Arrow signs.
Which everybody should. I mean, if you're from Wisconsin, you know about the White Arrow signs in the North Woods.
I was going to say, I don't think I know about the White Arrow signs. What are the White Arrow signs?
Well, I'm excited to tell you. So up north, when you go up near Eagle River, anywhere pretty much above Highway 29, where all the resorts are and the lakes and supper clubs, so forth, so on, there's white signs out at the highway with arrows, and they're all stacked. So there might be 10 resorts or 10 individual cabins down that road, and they all just put up a plank that's white with the name of what it is and an arrow.
And there may be like 4 inches tall, but maybe 2 feet long, and they're all white.
I think I know, but people also, it's like who lives down that street and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can picture it now.
Yeah.
We hear that a lot. People say, "Well, what are the White Arrow signs?" But then when you start talking about it, everyone remembers because everyone goes up north, and it's an iconic thing up there. So we put a bunch of Northwoods towns together.
Central Northwoods, yeah, and those, and then we also have another route called Harbor Towns and Shipwrecks.
Okay.
And that route starts in Kenosha. It has 11 towns on it. It starts in Kenosha and goes through downtown Milwaukee and all the way up, through Sheboygan and ends in Algoma. And so we have 3 routes. And, again, the goal is to get people out of the city.
Yeah, absolutely.
And go see. So we have 3 routes that include Milwaukee. Harbor Towns and Shipwrecks goes all the way along the shoreline.
Yeah, coastline.
Yeah. So whichever you choose. And then we have another one that goes that's southwest Milwaukee. It starts in downtown Milwaukee around all the Pabst, historic 3rd Street. And it does a loop, goes around through Janesville, and then loops back up and ends up in Oconomowoc. And then we have another route that starts on the north suburbs, and it loops around Lake Winnebago.
And these routes were created that you can just go out. Maybe you are in Milwaukee and you want to go out for a couple hours. You can just take a segment of the route. Or if you want to go for 4 days, you can do the whole route or connect a couple of routes. And we just give you suggestions on where to stay, where to see things, where to stop.
Place to see. Like one example is Solly's. I mean, I'm sure people are pretty familiar with Solly's. But that is the original where people, say that the original Butterburger was from.
Oh, okay.
And, not the popular brand, the Wisconsin brand that everybody knows, but from the 30s, they've been doing it this way. And you would not believe, you have to see it in person, how they cook their burgers. So they cook them on the grill with butter.
Yep.
And then they have an old ice cream, an old milkshake mixer, and they let butter come to room temperature in 1 pound blocks. They put those in the shake mixer, and then they whip it up. But then they frost the top of the bun. It looks like, it must be 3 inches thick of whipped butter.
Oh my gosh.
So when the burger comes hot off the grill, they put the bun with the whipped butter on top of it, and it melts. And so they have little plates, and it just sits in a pool of melted butter.
Oh my God. I don't know if that sounds, I feel like one bite might be good, but a whole burger like that might be, that's like a tummy ache waiting to happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right, just quickly, if you guys have one recommendation to tell people to do this summer as experts of Wisconsin, what would you say? Oh, did I stump you?
Well, that's hard.
You kind of did, because
Yeah.
we love everything.
Narrow it down to one. Wow, that's hard.
First thing that pops in your head.
I think, for me, take the whole route, the white arrow sign route.
Okay.
That's for.
All right, the
that's
white arrow sign route.
Okay, mine, I think everyone needs to go to Bay Beach in Green Bay and ride the Elvis Presley roller coaster.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
That was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But you're going to have to open your wallet because they raised the prices this year.
What is it, like a whopping 50 cents?
No, oh no, you're not even close. It's $1.50.
Oh, God, just really, really steep these days. All right.
Worth it, though.
Yeah, totally worth it. All right, guys, I got to let you go, but the book is Historic Wisconsin Roadsides, Towns Off the Beaten Path in the Badger State by Tom and Christy Manis. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys.
Well, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.
You too. All right, we'll be back with more after this.
April Brewers action rounds out with the matchup against the Tigers and Athletics. Catch the series opener April 14th as the first 10,000 fans get a Brewers t-shirt designed by Unfinished Legacy. Then get Brewers collectibles at back-to-back games against the Athletics. First up, Peanuts Night on April 18th, featuring a Franklin Bobble with special tickets. And don't miss a Brewers football jersey for the first 25,000 fans April 19th. Get set for an action-packed April at Brewers.com.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here for QC Kinetics. Chronic joint pain. You know what living with chronic joint pain is like? It's like trying to get comfortable on a cactus sofa. Nothing feels good, right? So forget trying to do the things you enjoy like golfing or hiking or tennis. You're just trying to get by. But there is something you can do. The medical pros at QC Kinetics right here in Milwaukee are on the case and focus on getting you the relief you need. They've already treated tens of thousands of patients around the country with regenerative treatments that can help calm the debilitating joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, or your back. With QC Kinetics, the science is solid. They give you your life back. No surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. If you're curious if you'd be a candidate, the consultation is totally free, and they do have appointments on Saturdays. So here's the number. Call QC Kinetics at 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. Call QC Kinetics today.
Find it, buy it, ride it. Find it, buy it, ride it.
Find a bike, buy a bike, ride a bike during the nation's largest bike sale. That's right, the Wheel and Sprocket Bike Expo sale is back. And so is our trade-in, trade-up program, which means you can trade in your old bike for a gift card to use towards your new bike.
Find it, buy it, ride it. Find it, buy it, ride it.
Electric bikes, road bikes, cargo bikes, mountain bikes, kid bikes, hybrid bikes. Over 2,000 brand new and used bikes on sale, along with thousands of accessories. From helmets and lights to car racks and more.
Find it, buy it, ride it. Find it, buy it, ride it.
Find a bike, buy a bike, trade in your old bike for a gift card towards a new bike. Friday noon to 8, Saturday 10 to 8, and Sunday 11 to 5 at the State Fair Park inside the Expo Center. Visit BikeExpoSale.com for details. Admission is free.
Life is short. We'll see you at the Bike Expo.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano here for Shopco Optical. Get eyewear for everything you do at Shopco Optical. Schedule your annual comprehensive eye exam, check out new frame styles, and order your annual supply of contact lenses all in one place. Enjoy the time and attention your eyes deserve at Shopco Optical. Receive quality eye care and a personalized vision solution tailored to your specific vision and lifestyle needs. Call Shopco Optical or visit shopco.com to schedule an appointment at a location nearest you.
I believe it's time for me to fly.
Talk about a short show. Yes, we have to pass it over to the pregame show for the Brewers, which our first pitch is at 2:10. But we had a little bit of breaking news that I have just been told. Wisconsin Democrats chair, Ben Wickler, has stepped down, which is pretty big news when you think about what he has done for the Democrats in Wisconsin, and opens up a seat to see who will run for that seat, who will take Democrats into 2026 when we have obviously a governor's race and all the assembly representatives will be up for election again, and half of the state senators. So I know what I'm doing after this is I'm going to go find out more about that story. But when we come here, when we're back tomorrow, we have a very fun show. In fact, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but in Madison, one of the elections that happened for an alder person in Madison last week, the incumbent had stepped down from the race, endorsed her challenger, and then still won by 200 votes. And so we're going to have that alderman with us tomorrow. But for now, we're going to say goodbye because you got a Brewers game to listen to. And so we will go find out more about Ben Wickler. But for now, we're going to pass it over for local news with the one,